Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing great and having fun. Today, I have got an interesting tale for you titled, She Cheated, Now I Want to Cheat. Bear with me here as this will be a long and a little bit weird one. Me and my fiancee, Kate, have been together for 10 years, since we were 14 in high school. We were each other's first for everything, and are literally soulmates. She is my best friend. We have watched each other grow and achieve things we never could have imagined, and we are incredibly fortunate as we stand today. She is the only woman I have ever slept with, and I am hers. Or so I thought I was. About a year ago, she confessed to me that she had slept with someone else when we were about 3 years into our relationship. At the time, we were both going through some things, but I had absolutely no idea about this. She says it was only once. They met and had sex in his car. The thought of this made me feel sick. I didn't know how to cope. I hated that someone else has felt her in a way I thought I only did. I remember at the time she had renamed one of her contacts on her phone to another name, and I now realize this was him, what I would give to know what really went down. Anyway, I did not know how to cope with this as we have grown so much and accomplished so much since then. We are inseparable, caring, attentive, supportive, and madly in love. I decided to forgive her as what we have now is too much to throw away. And despite all this bullcrap, I believe that we truly love each other. Fast forward to the present day, and I just feel guilty every day because of my thoughts. I want to make it clear that I am deeply in love with Kate. She is my other half. Without her, I could not function, and I trust her fully. I always have. And although the cheating swayed that for a short period, I proposed to her shortly after, as I felt like she was a different person nowadays. I am in no way a perfect partner either. I just want to make that clear. I feel guilty because sometimes I really want to sleep with another woman. That sounds so shitty, awful, and disrespectful, and it pains me to write that. The thing is, though, had Kate never cheated, I don't think I would have ever felt this way. Up until I found out I was happily content and have literally been loyal this whole time. I only think that she has experienced someone else, felt what it was like to be craved by someone else, felt what it is like to be intimate with someone else, feel the excitement, the chase, the sex, the emotions. I would like to think her experiences reaffirmed to her that I am the one, and that is why she didn't leave me. I don't know. All I know is that I definitely do not want to leave her. She will be an amazing mother one day, a super wife, and we have an untold, deep, energetic, and focused bond I have never witnessed before. Even when I think about everything I have thought, I just wonder, what do other women feel like, behave like, look like in intimacy? How do they feel to touch, to cuddle, to be vulnerable with? Kate is an amazing partner. Literally, if men knew how she was, there would be a queue. I would give anything to see her happy forever. There has never been a day where I didn't want to come home to see her. Never. It's mutual, too. If I'm gone out of town for a few days, we can barely cope. We miss each other so intensely. We have amazing sex. She is beautiful, the most beautiful woman in the world. I am so lucky. I probably could never go through with actually cheating on her. I would hate for it to get back to her, and she feels the way I did. We have grown so much since then, it would be harder for her for sure. We're both grown-ups now, aware of what we are doing, and there are no excuses. I cannot do that to my love. I find myself tempted, and if I knew she would never know well, I can't say for sure I wouldn't. I am strongly willed, so I know this will never happen. I hate myself for writing this. I have never spoken to anyone about any of this. Not the cheating, not the thoughts, nothing. So that leaves me to vent on here. Thanks for reading, and I hope you're in a slightly less screwed up headspace than I have been. And the edit. Thank you for all the DMs and replies. I just wanted to clear up that Kate did not confess. I was on her phone when the other guy messaged her and said he couldn't get her off his mind after all these years. Then she started spilling. At the time, the guy did reach out to me, but I was made to believe it wasn't true, and I blocked him. Kate had also changed his number in her phone to another name, but had some excuse at the time, which was believable. Now I obviously know he was telling the truth, and I should have believed him. I cringed, especially the part where he mentions he loves her and blah blah. He might be in love with her, but she isn't. She cheated and lied to him for years and might still be cheating on him. After realizing she might get caught, she confessed. He needs therapy. He has such a low self-esteem. And let's jump to the update. I sat down with Kate and told her how I felt and showed her this post. At first, she did her usual cagey thing, but then I said I will definitely leave if she doesn't talk at all. Then it started flowing. He initially messaged her on a random night after she put up a post about her being sad. He asked if she was okay. We had bickered about something very minor that day, but for whatever reason, she decided to let him in, and well, they had a short relationship over messages until they met and had sex. They met purely to screw. That was the plan. She'd turn her phone off and tell me her phone died while she was with her best friend. They did everything, foreplay, penetration, and did it in her mouth. That was hard to hear, very hard to hear. She kisses me with that mouth. Crap. After that, they continued to message and exchange nudes and slept together about another 5 times, sometimes at her house in her bed, sometimes in his car. So, it wasn't just the once at all. I'm in pieces at this point. It's a can of worms I did not want to open and wish I hadn't, but am relieved at the same time. I think she is still trickle-truthing me. I feel there may be others after him. It seems so easy for her. Around that time, she became pregnant and got rid of it. Now I am sure it was his, and I'm pretty sure that is when she knocked it on the head. She denies this, but she has previously denied a lot of things. At the time, I didn't put two and two together, but now it all makes sense. Obviously, at the time, it was hard for me as I thought it was my kid, and although we were 17, it hurt that she got rid of it. I told her I wanted to sleep with someone else, and she couldn't understand why I want to do that. She said she was young, and she never did it again, and would never do it again, that she has lived with a tremendous amount of guilt up until now. That guilt has shaped her to be a better person and partner. She said it would break her heart to hear of me sleeping with another woman. How ironic. She doesn't want anyone to have the privilege of experiencing me. If I'm honest, finding all of this information out has made my desires stronger, probably mainly out of anger. It is hard for a number of reasons. We have always had a great sex life. We both have a fair amount of kinks and have always been fully desired and explored these. She always finishes first and is always happy. I am happy with that. So it wasn't because she wasn't satisfied. She said it meant nothing, but of course it did. You don't do it more than once if it meant nothing, right? She said she did it because it was exciting and it made her feel alive and he made her feel good. Her family are also like my family. They took me in as their own. My family were abusive and I had a pretty traumatic childhood. They are like my parents. I know I will lose them too. They will always stand by their daughter, and I understand that. They don't know about her antics, and I will tell them about it soon, when the dust settles between us. I stand to lose a lot here, an awful lot, as does she. I'm struggling to come to terms with losing everything we have built, worked hard for and achieved during our relationship. We have created our dream lives. I never thought as a kid I would be as fortunate as I am today. Part of the reason I feel fortunate is because I have her. I don't know if I still feel that way now. So, open relationship is off the cards and I am more hurt than when I started. I should have kept my mouth closed and soldiered on, but as many of you were kind to point out, my idea of my life at the moment is a fallacy. It is built on bullcrap. Material things aside, I don't think I have anything. I can feel she loves me. She shows me in every way every day. I don't know if I will be able to reciprocate that now. So now I'm even more freaking confused because after all of that, why do I still love her? I will be talking to her tomorrow about where we go from here. The only reason I didn't do that today is because, truthfully, I have no idea where we are going. I want her. I also want to experience what she has, but also I don't want any of that. My inner child has been crushed and my adult self is in disbelief. This is too much. Just let her go, man. She is not worth it. And the second update, I woke up this morning to Kate crying, sobbing, and overall in a horrific state. I asked what was wrong as she just kept repeating how sorry she was for everything that had happened and that she understands this changes everything. I asked if that was the full and whole truth, as that is what I needed to decide where we go from here, and she said there was a bit more I needed to know. There has been 2 other men since, both just one-night stands while she has been on a night out, but she says she did it to make herself feel worse, as some sort of punishment. I asked who they were. I have seen pictures, and oh my, I did not see that coming. These were handsome, built men. I have always been confident in my appearance, but F me, I didn't need this. The last time she slept with another man was 3 years ago. Whether we are at the whole truth now, I don't know. I have asked. I effing hope so. So I thanked her for her honesty and asked. She gave me her engagement ring back. I made it clear we will absolutely not be getting married anytime soon, And at the moment, I need time to think things through. That leads me on to this next part. I called her parents. I explained what she had done, only for her mom to say, "Oh goodness, I told her to come clean about this years ago." Well, that was it. I lost it. Have I been the running effing joke of this family all these years? They have sat and watched whilst I have splurged foolishly on their daughter and given her this effing dream, all whilst knowing she has been unfaithful to me. She first told her mum when she began her affair, and her mum confirmed she ended it when she got pregnant. As we always use condoms, it is a safe bet it was his baby. Her dad has flown off the rails, mainly because he thought I knew about it, and I didn't. So I think he is semi on the side, although he did mention that I shouldn't leave as too much time has passed and that if I did, I would be turning my back on them too. Honestly, I've told my assistant I won't be in this week. I'm going to take some time to process this information. I have made contact with one of the one night stand, and I hope to hear more about what actually happened. I feel like a beach. I have given my all to this woman, every single bit of me. She has given me lie and taken all the handouts I have offered. The audacity to tell me I can sleep with anyone else. How rich of her. Why I still love her, I don't know. I hate her right now. I don't even know if I do know or love her. I think my best option is to leave and get therapy. If I do that, I will be left with nothing but material bullcrap and money, but I guess at 25, it isn't too late to start from the ground up. I will keep you updated. Man, this couldn't get any worse. She slept with two more guys to punish herself? What kind of dumb logic is that? And her parents knew about it? They are dirtbags just like her. I doubt if her dad is even her biological father. Have some self-respect. Just dump her, man. She's never gonna change. And the third update. So, it's been nearly a week now, and I have been away for the last 5 or so days getting some space and clearing my head. I spoke to Kate for the first time yesterday and got home last night. We had a long talk, and I told her I still feel like there is more to it, that I feel like she is a habitual cheater, and that I plan on leaving as I cannot live with a cloud hanging over me. She was offended initially, but I reminded her she had no right to be. What I was saying is true. She said that she doesn't want to see me hurt anymore. There was one more guy, about a year ago. It was a month-long joyride. I've seen all the messages, the videos, everything. So I asked again, is that all? Or have you still some more information to share? That is all of it. She stopped seeing this guy and decided she wouldn't do it anymore as she wanted things with me to work. Although, I am sure that will change when the next handsome man piques her interest. It didn't even hurt this time. It was expected, and she delivered on my expectations. I spoke to her parents. I have thanked them for all they have done for me, but have let them know their advice with regards to this matter is unwanted and not needed. I ensured them that however they felt by what I choose to do next does not discount the fact that I am eternally grateful for what they did for me as a kid. I also let them know how crappy it was of them to not bring this to my attention when it happened, and I let them know there has been 3 more men since. They didn't have anything to say except the world is cruel. It isn't a fair place, so good luck on your own. Sure, whatever, I really don't care at this point. That pretty much wraps up all that has changed. I am hurt. I still love her, or more the idea of her. But there is little I can do to change what has already happened. So, I plan to ask her to leave, sooner rather than later. I then plan on getting therapy and moving on with my life. My whole future has changed, outlook and perspective on life has changed, and I am severely hurt and believe this is what rock bottom feels like. I feel deflated. I feel a lot less lonely. It's a little daunting going into this world now, having only ever been with one woman, who I thought was my everything. I have things to learn and experience, and it is very scary, but I'll get through. I will update next when I have made some progress, but for now, to the beautiful humans of this sub, thank you for all you have done, and I wish any of you who are going through infidelity the best of luck. Well done, man, for standing up for yourself. She and her family are nothing but trouble. I pity the next guy she ends up with. You'll be much better off without her. You're young and have your whole life ahead of you. Wishing you good luck, OP. That's all for today's story. Viewers, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss out. Until next time, bye-bye.